Hi everybody, welcome back to Electromechanical Paul. Well, as promised, we've got this old Derwent radio. It's in a bit of a sorry state. It sort of works, not that well. Probably a few bits to replacing, but the main part of it is it's just don't look very well. You know, the chassis is rusty and messy. Well, not rusty, we've got a load of muck over it, and he's tidying up. Now, this is the first time I've attempted a restoration. Well, actually, it's the second time. The first one I've got underneath the bench, needs a bit more work doing to it, but because I'm not too well sometimes, I don't always feel like doing it. Anyway, I'll give you a bit of a look over. Obviously, there's a loudspeaker. I had a bit of a rip there. I did put a little bit of glue on there. What controls have you've got the tuning control. It's obviously the wave change, and you've got the on and off and volume there. Don't think it's got a tone control. I'll turn it around. And on the back of it, what have we got here? We've got a few sockets. I don't know what they are. Extension speaker. That could be earth, antenna 1, antenna 2 and a pickup. You've got Derwent radio, Sensor Equipment Limited, Perivale Middlesex, and AC only, 200 to 250 volts, 40 to 60 hertz. Bring that up a bit closer, I won't bother zooming it in. Let's have a look. There you go, you can see that? Serial number is 52745. Well, as I said the other day, there isn't hardly any information on the internet about this. No circuit diagrams, nothing about alignment. You know, I've looked high and low. There's a couple of pictures, a little bit of detail on the internet, but hardly anything. About other people on the internet, on these forums, want to know more about this. Well, I was going to reverse engineer it and basically make my own circuit up, but I'll probably do that over time. But once you get used to radios, they're all quite well, very similar. Yeah, you've got a detector valve, yeah, and you've got a frequency changing valve, and you've got an IF valve. Yeah, you've probably got a rectifier valve and AF valve, audio frequency. So let's just have a look underneath as well. Obviously, there's a transformer. You've got different voltage taps on there, which go from, just about to see, it's so messy. Looks like about from 200 volts to about 240, as it's stated on the label. So I looked at this earlier on. We've got a filter capacitor. It got a few waxes in there. It didn't sound too bad, the radio, I must admit. It did work okay. Yeah, it didn't sound too bad. You've got a couple of electrolytics. I have got a capacitor tester and leakage tester, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to go mad and change anything so it doesn't need it. But then I'll look at the long term of it and think, well, will it need it or not? Also on the antenna, these windings tend to come. Zoomed out. Hang on a minute. Yeah, it's zoomed out. These windings seem to come a bit loose, so I'll put a bit of hot snot on them anyway to hold them down. Yeah, because once they start coming off, it'll be a right big trouble. I haven't seen one like that before. A multi-section capacitor down here. I've seen one like that before. Oh well, okay then. Well, let's carefully start taking the valves out for safe storage. Now you don't get hold of the valves here, you get hold of the valves at the base. and if they are a little bit stubborn, gently put a screwdriver underneath the edge and give it a bit of a wiggle about, pull it up. You don't want to mess these valves up, because whether or not you will get new ones, I wouldn't hazard a guess how much they'll cost. Right, that's one out of the way. I think that was the AF valve. This could well be the detector valve. By the looks of it, this is the rectifier. I think it's halfway rectifier. We've got a strange valve down here. I haven't seen one like this before. I don't think I have anyway in all my years. This would be an IF amplification valve. Hence it's all in metal. And this one would no doubt be the oscillator come frequency changer valve. Because what you have the wave station come along, and they got an oscillator in the radio, and then they deduct the oscillator value from the frequency coming in to give you 455 kilocycles. Right, that's that. We'll take these bulbs out as well. Be careful. I've got spare valves. Sorry, bulbs, not valves. What am I on about? Yeah, that one's come out okay. And this one has come out okay. I don't know if there'll be any good, these. Oh, hang on a minute. 1 second. Yes, a stroke of luck. We've got one works fine there. That works fine. So we've got 2 lamps that are okay. As my dad said, and here's an expression as well, he said, these are not called bulbs. Bulbs you plant in the ground, these are called lamps. And I always remembered that, so I couldn't think what electrical wires a lamp, and things were going to the ground a bulb. Right, now I've now got to go and find my wire wall, so I'm going to pause you for a minute, and I can't remember where I'll put it, but give me a couple of minutes. If I haven't got any here, I've got some in my car, so give me a couple of minutes and I'll try and search some out. Hello again everybody. Right, yeah, I looked around up here and I couldn't find any wire wool, so yeah, I had to go down to my car, and I had some there. I haven't got a lot, but having looked at it, I may well have to take the speaker off to make it easy for easier access around here, and possibly the tuning dial, yeah, if it's not too much trouble and I don't mess nothing up. But I've got some wire wool here. I'll take a bit off. I think it's coarse wire wool, I can't remember, because you get different grades. You get fine, medium and coarse. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, it's just surface dust. Probably a lacquer on there as well, stop it going rusty, but I'm not too sure. There's a couple of people I watch on YouTube, and they've got some type of chemical. I don't know what it is. I think they have mentioned it before. And they put this chemical on, it comes out nice and shiny. but I don't know what it is. Perhaps if someone out there has got any suggestions, they could let me know. Yeah, it's coming up not too bad, look at that. Obviously a lot of elbow grease can go into it. Anyway, yeah, changing the subject. The sun's out now, it's our summer. But last year we didn't have much of a summer. Excuse the banging in the background, it's the next door neighbours. They're having a new kitchen fitted like I did. So any bangs and drilling, you have to excuse, but I can't help it. Yeah, last summer it was a washout. Yeah, it wasn't very hot. Looks the same this summer, you know. It's nice out. I'll swing you around so you can see. It's all nice hazy sunshine. It's probably about 25 degrees out there at the moment. 25 degrees centigrade. But sometimes it does go up to about 35 once in a blue moon. Average is about 30 to get up to. But lately, yeah, last year it wasn't like that, and so far this year has been a bit of a washout as well. It's only been getting up to, yeah, so it's one day touching about 27 to 30. That was about a month ago, or a couple of weeks ago. Right, let's have a look at that now. I'll bring it up so you can see how it's coming up. You can see that? That's a lot better now, isn't it? Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the video now. I'm going to take the speaker off. Hopefully I don't damage nothing. It looks like a couple of nuts and bolts in there holding that on. I'll have to unsolder the wires. Let's have a look at this tuning dial. Yeah, it's got a screw and a nut, probably that end. Same on the other end there. And unscrew the pointer and sort out about these lamp holders. I think they just unclip, but we will see. At least that'll make it a lot easier for getting in. And obviously I've got to be careful of the Paxline board, the aerial. So what I'll do is I will stop the video now. I'll put the camera on charge for a little while. It's not out charge, it's got quite a bit there. And yeah, I'll get you back shortly once I've done quite a bit more work. Now I shall bring you back every now and again for like a progress report on it. Another thing I've got sorting out as well before you do go. I'm playing about with little 1 transistor amplifiers on now. I used to make them one time. Just cut of resistors, about 3 or 4 resistors, couple of capacitors and transistor. Used to be really good little amplifiers. Weren't fantastic, but yeah, they're reasonably powerful. Couple of 100 milliwatts. And yeah, that might be another project in the making shortly, of how to design little amplifiers and how to make them. Just simple things like that. I'm not going to too much depth on electronic stuff, even though I can do. I used to repair the TVs and radios back in the day, CRT TVs and VCRs. I used to do all that, and then when I was a little nipper I used to repair the valve stuff. But like, the valve's gone out now. Obviously it's still around, so still doing this radio. So I'm going to try and make this channel like a bit of everything, yeah? And as I suggested, there will be a bit of mechanical work from time to time. I like doing fiddly things like locks and stuff, so I'll show you how locks work, basics. Show you how to pick them, but obviously not so you can break into anywhere, just so you get a bit of an idea how to do it. You can buy the lock picking tools online. I've been doing it for some time. And there's another thing I might want to think about doing shortly. Me and my girlfriend Jess, we're on to like into spiritual things, stuff like that. and we often go to cemeteries at night, and we hear things and see things, and we know a lot of you it's not a fantastic subject, but yeah, if you like, sometimes I'll take the video camera along if we got enough likes or enough comments, and we'll do some recording. I've got a ghost detector. 1 second, I think it's over there. Give me a second. Yeah, we've got an EMF detector, as known as a spirit detector, a ghost detector. It's picking stuff up now, so we've got a lot of electrics around here. And I've got one of these temperature doobie firkins, so you can see if there's any cold spots. So yeah, we do that occasionally at midnight. We go to cemeteries. So if you're interested into that as well, please let us know, because I want to make a good channel what does a bit of everything. Obviously can't do everything, but you know, let me know your viewers and what you like. Yeah, anything you want me to cover, a bit unusual, if I can I will. Obviously I can't cover that much, but I do what I can. Alright, well, gas bagging over. I'll get on with this radio, and I'll give you a shout a little bit later on once I've put some elbow grease into it. Bye for now. Welcome back, people. Welcome back to electromechanical Paul. Right, show you this is progress report so far. I've done quite a bit of it, not looking too bad. Quite a bit of elbow grease. There's still some bits on the back here I've got to do. It's not 100% clean. I did what I can on the front without going too mad. I don't know if there's a signature or a number on there, but I didn't want to mess it up, so I left that on there. I shall clean the transformer up a bit, looks a bit grubby, and I'll clean the valve bases up. But if you do this, like obviously it's not saying you've got to do none of this, don't do as I do type of thing, but if you do, remember, if you're using wire wool, it's in fact bits of metal you're cleaning with, yeah? So make sure you get all the bits of wire wool back out of the radio. If it catches in the tuning fins, it won't work, or the tuner won't work. Plus this might be live, it might short out. You might get pieces of metal from the wire wool down the valve bases, so be particular, make sure you clean it out afterwards once you cleaned it all up. Incidentally, I was checking a few things over, and I zoom in. Hang on a minute, 1 minute. Oh, that's one of these is really loose. I think this one. Where's the other one? Yeah, look, it's all loose, and there's a big gap by the screw, so I can capture it. Yeah, and that look, so obviously that wasn't tuned in properly, I wouldn't have thought anyway. Because these are trimmers, and you adjust these, and then that also tunes the variable capacitor in. The tuning, it just tells how far this can be tuned into. I'll zoom you back out. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, that's the progress so far. It's slowly getting there. There's loads of mess over my bench, as you could probably see. Wire wool and dirt and dust and everything. Yeah. An old toothbrush over there I use quite a bit. Real handy doing electrical work, it's having an old toothbrush. Yeah. Anyway, I'll probably call this quit shortly. I'll do a little bit more. Oh, what's happening with me bloody tripod? 1 second, sorry, tripod's gone peculiar. I'll do a few more bits in it, and then I'll post this video online so people see that I'm actually making videos and I'm doing as I promised. Okay, and yeah, perhaps tomorrow or next day or two I'll do a bit more to this, and we have progress reports until it's finished. And who knows, in between I might start doing some other electronic stuff for you. So make little amplifiers, little radios up, just tin pot stuff, just simple stuff which people can get used to, and you know, do what they want to do. But yeah, now you see what I'm doing. Please give me a big thumbs up, yeah, like, and comment if you want. And thanks to all the other comments as well I've had. I've replied to all of them if I can. If not, I'll reply to quite a few anyway. And any questions, feel free. Thank you very much. Excuse me, my fog in my throat. Thanks very much for subscribing, and thanks very much for your likes. And I'll catch you again, if not later, in a day or two's time. Goodbye. Hello, welcome back to Electromechanical Paul. Right, I was going to call it quits at my last video, but no, I carried on a little bit more with it. And as you can see, it's paid off. I got all the rust and dirt off of it. I've sprayed it over with some cleaner, and it's like a sealer as well, so it won't go rusty. I cleaned the back of it up. Nameplate there, nice. Cleaned up this patch. The transformer's come up really nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very happy with it at the moment. Now I apologise if I sound a bit peculiar, but it's my disability started to kick in now, which means my body slows down. 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, so if I sound a bit funny in that, I've overdid it today. Sorry, yeah, I've overdid it a bit now today, but it's worth it because this looks really nice now. I've sprayed contact cleaner, like a contact cleaner and lubricant in all the valve bases. I've lubricated each end of the variable capacitor. That seems better now. Also, it's got like contacts either end which contact to the middle vein. Yeah, that seems better now as well. Yeah, that's basically all I've done, but it does look a lot better. I cleaned up the front best part I can. That's not looking too bad either. Still got that signature or whatever it is at the end there. Right, well, I'm gonna have to go to bed now. Probably be in bed for the rest of today. See how I feel tomorrow. I might do some more work on this, yeah. But I'm now gonna upload this video, which can take me probably about an hour, roughly. And then you'll probably see this tomorrow, no doubt, or probably later on today. But yeah, please comment. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're the new one here. But yeah, this is Paul from Electromechanical Paul, and I'm signing out. Bye for now.